All right. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Speed.
Yo, dude. Oh,
You want
wait,
to say your
Sean.
name, buddy?
Yeah. Sean Bay. RSN Sean Bay.
What rank are you in game?
You don't need to know.
All right. Um, we're doing the week 7 recap. That's what's on screen right now. And any overall thoughts on this week, Sean?
This has to be the least amount across the board and everyone has played.
You think so?
I think, I bet if they took all the I bet Ging took the numbers, but like this has to be the least people have played. Just across the board, people took this week off.
Well, I think there was that one blowout week, but yeah, you're right. I think people played, especially I think week 6 people played a fuck ton. Like there was the BBB Act Boys match, and then there was us versus RPR, and that was really close. So yeah, people definitely played way less this week.
Probably week 3 or 4, one of those ones before mid-season. People
Yeah,
just
true.
didn't play a lot.
First we're gonna start off with Devils versus Glory's gang. You know, pretty impressive performance by Frublocks. He worked full time and didn't really sleep that much. Did some hunting zone. So pretty impressed with his performance. Other than that, pretty disappointed with D. You know, 55
Where is
hour
he?
week.
Wait, where is he?
40 week need.
Oh, he's 40 week need.
Yeah. What do you think about that? You think it was worth it to trade away King Sawyer to pick up D?
Was that the trade? King Sawyer for D?
Well, it was like Sawyer and Sleep for kickback, I think.
King Sawyer's good.
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean, to be fair, like D can play more than Sawyer for Ryan.
40 week need. Can log into the video game.
Yeah.
I believe in him. We need to instill that confidence.
Yeah, if he can motivate D, I don't know. But I don't know. So far, I'm not sure.
Well, he's already overperforming according to his name.
Oh, true. That's a fact. Yeah.
It's 55.
15 over, so pretty impressive. Ryan finally starting himself away as well, coming in with a 65. That's kind of cool, I guess, for start of the season. And you know, EG Froggen leading the team for once.
EG Froggen for 1 week actually making up for his pick.
Finally coming in with the 86 to lead the team. That's
he was
low.
picked. I mean, he was picked 7th overall. He should be performing.
Yeah, for sure. And he finally, I think this might be his best week. I'm not sure.
Could be, yeah.
Pretty unusual event for Glory's gang. Constellar and Audrey Horn at the bottom.
What happened? Wait, no, seriously, what happened to Constellar?
I think Blake was like either burnt from the previous week or doing something, and
that's crazy. Play? Blake only played a 50.
Maybe he was burnt. I don't know. And I think Audrey Horn was gone. But
Audrey Horn was on a 0.2 until the last day, and then he did like a 9.
Oh my. I don't know if I guess he doesn't really care about Glories. Maybe he didn't tell him he was going to be leaving, but yeah, pretty standard matchup from 2 of the bottom teams. So Devils finally getting their first point, but also first win too.
Actually, also,
so they went from 0 to 5.
This is a historic matchup too, because Glory's gang broke the previous record of worst week.
No, I think there was a couple 300s 1 week maybe. I'm not sure.
I think the lowest that I saw was a 410 by the Devils.
Actually,
in week
I might be able
3.
to see.
And I remember a 410, and I think this 403 by Glory's gang is the worst week.
439. I'm looking through them right now. Actually. Oh yeah, you're right. That's the lowest.
A 403. Do you think anyone will outdo them? Lower than a 403?
Lower than a 403.
This is a pretty.
Unless it's gonna happen this week, I doubt it, because I think like Jostlers and Devils are going hard next week because they're playing each other. So
this will be the worst week.
Probably this could be the worst week, just because Audrey Horn was gone. They basically played the 6 players and Blake barely played. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that matchup?
That's just so sad that they got a 100-point win and they only did a 5-12. Like, they didn't even play that much and they got a 100-point win.
Yep, barely played. And still got the 100 ping. They got pretty lucky. I don't know. I thought they could play more than this, but I guess maybe they played just enough. Or are they 6-hour for next week? I don't know. Who knows?
Probably.
Anyways, moving on. Next we have Team Death versus Jigig Jostlers. What stands out to you about this matchup?
That Team Death I thought was a really strong. I thought Team Death was like in similar strength to Miracles, and I don't know what happened to Team Death. It seems like they've just gotten weaker and weaker as the weeks go on.
Yup.
Like they barely won. They won by 10
against the Jostlers. Fucking hell.
I mean,
like, I don't know. Like, if you look at the top, like they had Jenny leading the way too, working full time. That's never.
For some reason, I expect
never a good sign. Like if you look at Jenny from
Team Death was solid.
Wait, what were you saying?
I thought Team Death was like a solid team, and they're like barely winning.
Yeah, I think they just had an off week. Because if you look at I think it was maybe week 1 or week 2, they had Jenny like a 6th or 7th place with like an 80 something, and then this week he led the team with an 80. So,
do you agree that Team Death has gotten weaker?
Yeah,
over time.
Definitely think so.
Team Death used to be stronger. What do you think happened? Like,
I think that they didn't have Axel start this week. Pat Ford burnt. Harry's gone.
Yeah, Harry's always been gone.
And I'm sure they had another superstar. Well, obviously No Vacation's playing a bit less, 74 instead of like 100 like he was a few weeks.
I feel like in the first 4 weeks, Team Death was stronger, and they kind of fell off.
I think they have less depth, and they have their top players playing less. This week, Axel's playing a lot, but last week he didn't start.
Actually, that's kind of true. Didn't No Vacation put up like a 120?
Yeah, he did like a 125 week 1.
That's insane.
So, I mean, he did 100s other weeks, but not this week, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. And, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the Jostlers had a pretty decent team other than the bottom 2.
Yeah, I think talking to So Dynamic, he said that they have depth issues.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So if Team Death lacks good subs, they're really gonna struggle.
Like in the playoffs, you can still have Dynamic do like an 100 if he pushes himself. You can have Axel doing like a 120, No Vacation doing like 120 plus. So it like they're still okay, but they just need enough people to start really.
Alright, for the Jostlers.
Yeah,
are the Jostlers a meme team? Are they half meme?
I think half meme because they're top 4, top 5. I mean, Dan on a good week. Dan was really tired from the week before this, so that's why you see him in 6th with 58. But I mean,
is that actually Trickle?
Yeah, that's Trickle. Well, Trickle, I think he played like 50 something, but it's scaled because of his attack. EHP.
Oh.
Yeah. So
big things are Anger. Wait, Anger is
Anger and Brundeen, I think.
Anger is Milotic, right?
Yeah, that's him.
All right, Milotic playing a lot.
So Anger coming in and Brundeen, performing, always nice. He has the capability to play like 100, so.
Actually, yeah, I'm the most surprised about Brundeen.
You think so? I mean, Anger. I mean, I expected Anger to play, so I guess I agree. I don't think he's played this much since week 1.
Whenever I think of Brundeen, I just think like not that big of weeks, and Brundeen topped their team.
Yeah.
Wait, obviously.
What? Oh, top their team. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, top in the Jostlers, unless like Anger pops off.
Yeah, and it's not like 99 can play much more. He's working.
Yeah, they have a lot of that's for sure. They have a lot of responsible young men on their team. That's what's like Carry, 99.
If I had to pick
Anger,
a team,
Jostler.
If I had to pick a team, this is the most
Disco dude.
I would say this is the most real life responsible team.
Oh, for sure. I think Brundeen might be the only need. I mean, I guess 90. I think Anger.
I would say the Jostlers are the least degenerate team.
Yeah.
The Jostlers are very respectable contributors to society.
For sure. Agreed. And it was, I mean, and I think it came down right to the end as well. The match, I think, like you can see it's within like 10 hours exactly, basically.
It came so close. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
I was more okay. I was more faulting Team Death because I was like, you shouldn't let the Jostlers come within 10
But they played
because
decent. Like seems okay.
I think the Jostlers were like trying to win
Yeah,
close to the
I mean it looked like it. I think towards the end.
like the Jostlers were going for that. You know, they kind of got complacent. They tried to go for the win at the end.
Was it week 6 that they won?
Yeah, the Jostlers got first win.
So Dan, I think Disco dude 0423. I think he played a crap ton that week. He had like a 90 something. So they were focusing more on that
Dan had to
win.
pop off.
What?
And you think about it, if Dan popped off again,
yeah,
they would have gone back.
No, definitely,
to back.
yeah, definitely. I mean, if their last week wasn't so close, you could say this is a scheduled loss.
Yeah, I mean, if you're too tired from the previous week, then you could say that this week was a scheduled loss for the Jostlers. They were tuckered out, you know.
Yeah, I mean, 2 good performances back to back at least, so that's good for the Jostlers. Yeah. Anyways,
all right, that's about it for that one.
The Cacos versus the Miracles. Another close matchup. I think the Cacos maybe stayed up. Like they didn't sleep much towards the end of the week, so made it really close. I think the Miracles had to dumped all their 6 hours to this week, so it was close. It was a lot closer than this, and then they dropped all their 6 hour logs.
Let's see.
Pretty fatty week from Salty and K-Buns. Holy.
Oh, the Cacos. You mean the Yak Boys?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Saltia is like one of the best picks ever.
Yeah. Beast. MVP, by the way.
Like, he very well could win regular season MVP.
I think he should.
And what was he picked?
He was picked 39th, I think.
That's some crazy good trade value, or pick value.
Pretty nutty.
Did they know that he was going to play this much? Or was he like...
The thing is he was on 80s, so he was like... I mean, I think my team was looking at him, but it's not like they would have picked him that early. Like, I wasn't... I think they might have known, but I'm not sure.
This guy just popped off.
Well, actually, no. I lied. I don't think they did because he was like just like a Hexus smiley or something. I don't think they talked to him much before. But then Alex saw him on 80s and knew he was a fan and picked him, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm just kind of disappointed in the Miracles because they seem to be too top heavy. Like,
well, look at the Fury Lord week, man.
I feel bad that K-Buns went like, I don't know if that's his record week,
but like pretty bananas.
Like K-Buns went super hard, and they're like super top heavy right now because the bottom people are just.
Well, I think Saltia. Speaking of going too hard, I think Saltia stayed up for like 35 hours or something at the end.
Jeez.
Like he saw them not sleeping, and he's like, "All right, I'm not sleeping until it's done." Just fucking threw everything into it, and he's already doing well this week too. So they definitely got pretty hard carried by. K-Buns, and even Frozen to an extent.
Because I remember I was in TS, and Pandorod didn't sleep.
Yeah.
He stayed up. They were trying to snatch the win on the last day.
Yeah, fucking hell. They were going bananas for it, man.
That's like when you go for the they just tried to sneak in the win on the last day, because I actually feel like on Sundays maybe a team can get complacent and think that they're just going to win, and you can sneak up on them.
Yeah. I mean, I think, because they were definitely looking to play as little as possible, I think. Like, I think Adam started playing less towards the end, and I'm neat, and, yeah. What do you think of Damon's performance with a 91.5?
That's really good. What skill did he do?
I think he did, like, fishing and some agi, maybe.
Yeah, that's good. That's respectable.
I mean, decent week. Other than that, pretty standard. Panda with another good week. Hascutie with another bottom of the team week. No offense.
Isn't Hascutie a swimmer?
Yeah, but you don't really get over. Like, I don't think he gets. Maybe he gets over. I don't know.
He's got that secret method.
Yeah, I think he was probably doing arty. Too much research. And yeah, Fury with the 69.88 really I don't know.
Mm.
I expect a little more from him. Maybe like a 90 at least, I guess.
He probably should play more, especially. Well, what's his IRL? Actually, like
Nothing. Full neat.
nothing. Yeah.
So
Probably.
I mean, he had an interesting event that week. I don't know if you remember, but I think it happened that week. No, maybe it was this week.
No, we're not gonna talk about
We're not gonna talk about it.
someone
I'm
does
just saying.
IRL.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Enough about fucking dudes.
No mentioning certain IRL things that happen that cause people to be on lower weeks.
Yeah. Nothing in particular, but yeah. So yeah, pretty close matchup. Pretty two good teams. So now
Wait,
for.
did they...
I mean, I'm sure you want to talk about the next matchup a lot. You can go ahead.
All right, so the Lunar Isle Lunatics versus the Brimhaven Big Ballers. I think the Lunar Isle Lunatics were just really tired because in the previous week they had to play what most people consider the best team in the league, which is RPR.
And what happened that week? Week 6?
Well, they won.
Oh yeah, okay. No, keep going.
So the Lunar Isle Lunatics, they when you play the best team, you're gonna be exhausted at the end of it. So I think they were just I think they were tired.
Yeah, definitely were. Like we had some good weeks. Like Dids really, I mean Jenna popped off, but he popped off again. It's pretty expected at this point. He's a monster. But Dids and Pod often coming off the bench with some good weeks kept us in it. Other than that, pretty standard. Sawyer as well too came off. So our 3 bench players were 2, 3, and 4, which is pretty cool. I had to drop my 6-hour the week before, so that's why I'm at the bottom of the team with an 84.2. Kind of an off week for me, but it's okay.
Their bottom players played less though.
Huh?
They were just more top heavy.
Yeah, they were actually. Well, they just had the DHers on top.
Magic Kilo a DHer.
Yep. Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, that's gross.
Wiggins, wait. Andrew Worthless with the 118.6. Woo.
Pretty crazy.
That's
Is he
big.
getting over?
That's a big week for him. Tom DeBomb 115, mostly mining. I mean, to be fair, they had some really good weeks, like the Tom week and the Wiggins week. Pretty impressed with.
Something happened to Cave Horror.
Yeah, well, Rates 2 happened.
Wait.
Yep.
I didn't know he's raiding.
Yeah, he's just like zoning and raiding, I think.
Oh shit.
Pretty much. Pretty standard.
I mean, the one thing I'll give LIL is they showed depth because obviously, like you guys said, you started. I mean, you had decent roster turnover this week, so it shows you have good bench players.
I mean, Dids we traded away, but yeah, Podofton and Sawyer.
I mean, yeah, you guys can't throw your people to the dogs,
I mean, yeah, it was good timing, man, because apparently he's done with fantasy now. So, I mean, kind of a bummer. We lost what's his face? That one dude, Bike Trail, who's a beast. He played a lot for us for a few weeks. So.
Where's Bike Trail now?
I mean, him and Dids went to the Cats.
Oh, they don't want to play for Jicklum.
Yeah, well, Bike Trail is, man. He's a gamer. He'll
That's
game either
true.
way.
There are some people that'll just play no matter what team.
Yeah, and Bike Trail's one of those. Sure. But yeah, other than that,
thing is,
like, BBB did their usual shit.
The biggest thing is, like, if you did, like, even less than last week, this week, because you went not way too hard because you had to play like an 820 to win.
Well, we chose last week over this week, basically.
But like, geez, like doing an 820 is pretty exhausting.
Yeah, definitely. That was fucking dead, man. I played 111 hours with work that week.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, not with work. I'm fucking retarded with school. With like a tiny bit of school, of course, but still, I was really tired.
Yeah, like.
And so was the rest of my team.
Because you lost to a 750, which isn't like crazy high, because you guys just
almost 800. You guys got 797, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're dope.
And then BBB does a 756.
This week, yeah. Oh, you meant this week? Yeah, we lost to 756. Yeah, which I mean,
like
it's beatable. Yeah, I know what you mean. now.
But obviously, I mean,
Yeah,
you almost
people
got
just...
to get almost a 100 average. To get almost a 100 average when on the last or this week you're pretty tired.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Oh yeah, we did almost average, and like we had to. Obviously, like we chose last week over this week, so that means that Viewer didn't play this week because he went way too hard last week. So that's a huge like X factor for us, I guess.
yeah, you kind of need a rest if you play a 150.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really play the next week. I mean, Jenna did like back to back 130, so that helped a lot this week as well. Something like that.
That guy's on something else, dude.
He's a monster. He's actually insane, dude. I don't understand him. He sleeps like 3 hours a night, and then he's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna do a 7 hour sleep." Then he goes back to 3 hours a night for a whole week.
Oh my, he
It's
plays
insane.
a lot. In general, though, does this loss mean the difference between rank 1 or 2 in the regular season standings?
Yeah, it does, definitely. If we would have won this, we would have gone rank 1. Which, I mean, to us doesn't matter. So it doesn't, but it does.
So you're happy with just a bye?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just want the bye. I don't care about the 1 or 2. I think 1 faces winner of MM versus Death, and then 2 faces winner of RPR versus Kakaz. So that's like, I mean, I think the Miracles are strong. So I mean, I think RPR is strong too, but you got to beat both of them to win the whole thing, anyways. So
That's true.
not really a big deal to me. And yeah, a little bit of a background info for the next one. The Cats and the Kakaz or Yak Boys are, or at least at the time, they were pretty close in points. I think they still are now. So this bonus point really could have helped the Cats make the playoffs. And what was I gonna say? And RPR is looking like they're gonna get third. So do you want to maybe explain from an RPR point of view what happened this week, if it had anything to do with that?
All I can say is that uh, our manager Vyers was out on a trip and was quite surprised to hear that many people believed that his team was trying to lose. I don't believe that. I don't think anyone was trying to lose because
You saying the
I
Discord
think,
message is fake?
well, I guess Randy's message was fake too.
XD. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
I
But
mean, yeah, I don't know. I think obviously they were tired like last week.
I think that they were so tired that they just didn't care. Because you guys played an 820 the previous week, right?
Yeah.
And RPR played like a 790. And I think that was like they like pushed to their limit. And I think that they were exhausted from playing the previous week.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it must have just been like a mistake on Fire's part to start Cantus then. Or since he was just gonna play Fortnite all week.
Yeah,
Like,
I hope
Karma,
we
I
get our
guess,
boy.
was busy. I don't know.
Hope we get our boy Dead Cantus back.
I know Ook and Horda were, obviously dead from the week before, and they obviously didn't care about this week.
Yeah, people were so tired.
Yeah, so I guess it's good that they squeaked out a win. I mean, I guess you guys don't care. That's the problem.
I was like, yeah, I guess the problem is that it's so hard to care because it's like,
if you lose,
well,
it's a good thing.
Yeah, because it's a really weird scenario where you kind of want to lose because you don't want to be the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a weird world, the 1 seed isn't actually the stronger team.
Yeah.
And so
just the regular season powerhouse.
Yeah, so seeding is kind of weird in fantasy where it's like the 6 seed is a less you don't want to play the 6 seed, so you want to not be the 3. You would rather play
be the 4 and play the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as bad as it sounds, Team Death just looks really weak.
Well, I mean, at the very least, they look weaker than the Yaks at the moment.
Yeah, like Team Death just looks weak, and they look like they would be pickings in the playoffs. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to face them in the first round?
Yeah, that's fair. would you guys be like, would you be against there being some sort of like rule made to like discourage throwing or something? I'm not saying this deserves it, but like just like for next season.
I think, yeah, I think they're because teams should always be incentivized to win.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
always
No matter what.
because I I like not only incentives to always win, but I also like incentives that are placed in to win by more than just, oh, we won by 10. So I like the winning by 100 bonus point.
Yeah, the bonus points. Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
know
there
what?
can
I
be a
think.
rule for throwing. There can be like if teams are actually throwing, I mean something can be done.
Yeah. Agreed.
If teams are colluding and saying, okay,
Chuck
like
this, and then we'll do this.
like lose this week, and
Yeah.
then like we'll throw to you this week, and
Fucking hell.
stuff like that can get out of control.
Well, the thing that
But
kind of had me a little confused is the fact that like Ging said like, "Oh, good move on the RPR by not trying this week" or something. It's like, come on.
yeah, I didn't like that Ging in his write-up said that RPR threw just based on speculation.
Yeah. Oh, well, Anne said that it was like a good move or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be thought of as a good move.
Yeah.
Because
well, it's just that if teams don't try every week, you have like the last part of fantasy is just a shit show basically.
yeah.
Like it can get to the point where it's just who can throw harder. So I think it's important.
Yeah, teams are all, you know, oh, like this team is trying to dodge this team, so they're gonna throw to get a lower seed.
And for the
Because
for the players, obviously, a lot of disappointments on RPR, but you got Jiklim at the bottom of his team, PVMing all that whole week, I think, right? That was the week he was killing like KBD and shit.
Jiklim went on an odyssey this week.
Yeah,
or you could say last week. Jiklim
he fucked around
went
a lot
from
when his team needed him.
Jiklim did some dumb shit.
Oh.
What did he do? He killed KBD. He did a lot of runesmithing. I heard he did some tithe farm.
Yep, that as well.
I
think he said in the Discord or something like, "Oh, I'll be gaming soon. Just got to finish getting the tithe set," or something like that.
Like, what are you doing getting the farming outfit this week?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
a
shit show. They do not like their captain. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, a team is a reflection of its leadership, I guess, and
Yep.
the you know, in the locker room, the players are throwing there's a mutiny. Players are revolting against their manager.
Led by former RPR member D4L and Hitty. What do you think of D4L's performance against his old team?
I think D4L is a double agent. I think he lied about wanting to take it easy in the summer.
Think he clowned you guys because he was sick of your antics?
Yeah.
Just like,
I think
fuck this
D4L,
RPR shit, man.
I think D4L lied about wanting to be or wanting to take it easy in the summer, and
Good
now
strategy.
he's about to do.
I mean, to be fair, like it's not just like Jiklim through. I think I didn't notice it at the time, but like there's some pretty low performances from. I mean, Henny usually plays 60, so the fact that he played 50 is kind of lame. Then you have Hitty playing a little less. I mean, I don't know why. Obviously, he could have been busy, but I think across the board they had lower than usual performances, except for D4L, which is really the only standout player.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of disappointed in Cap King too.
Like he was using like 90s
70.
or 100 sometimes, and he did a 70 this
Yeah.
week.
But in general, Cap King has stepped up a lot.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
From if you took his normal play to his fantasy play, Cap King has really
literally added on like 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Did some nice melee slayer as well.
I guess like I don't know if Sens wasn't worth like the number 4 pick.
No way.
Or whatever.
No way.
Yeah, I guess now in hindsight we can say that Sens wasn't worth the number 4 pick.
I mean, even if you wanted, because you could argue that he's, or I don't know, actually, I think.
Well, he's just too busy.
Yeah, he's just too busy. Yeah, there's a lot of better players. Even if you wanted just someone for the regular season, there's a lot of better picks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I guess people knew that Sens I mean, Sens can always give you a 70.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he went for consistent. I think that's what Jekyll did. He's like,
Went
all
for
right, I'll go for the
consistency.
guaranteed 70 to 80 every week.
That's definitely what you would get with Sens. Like, he'll give you a minimum, but
Yeah, always.
just don't know if he can give you that 120.
Any other thoughts on this week before we wrap it up?
Catacomb Cats placed themselves in a good position to grab the 6th seed in the playoffs by barely grabbing a bonus point.
Yep. Although it is looking a little rough this week. They're already...
It is looking a little rough, but the Catacomb Cats are attempting to grab the 6th seed.
They're trying, which is nice. Jicklem isn't, but I think the rest of the team is really trying, which is good to see. Yeah.
Go
Anyways,
Cats.
Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, have a good day, I guess. I don't know.
Bye-bye.